Blake Lively has officially dug her own grave by dragging Taylor Swift into her lawsuit. All of this is alleged. If you don't know the whole story, I'll get you up to speed. Basically, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni worked on the movie It Ends With Us together. After the movie came out, Blake accused Justin and one of the producers of creating a toxic work environment and things like inappropriate behavior and unwanted touching. So she filed a lawsuit with those claims and is suing for emotional distress. Justin fired back with a $400 million lawsuit claiming defamation and extortion. And all of this stuff with the lawsuits and everything started in December of 2024. So now is the part that involves Taylor. Blake Lively and Taylor Swift have been friends for a really long time. So during production of the movie, Blake had been constantly texting Taylor about how good the set was, the environment was so positive, all of that type of stuff. Because Taylor is friends with Blake and because of how positive the work environment was and how good of a movie this was going to be for women, Taylor allowed them to use one of her songs in the movie. So a few weeks later, when Blake comes out with all these allegations, Taylor stays silent because that's the complete opposite of what she was hearing in the text Blake was sending her. Blake gets upset that Taylor isn't speaking out for her, and her lawyer decides to, send Taylor's lawyer a little message and basically say, hey, just letting you know, if Taylor doesn't publicly support Blake Lively, we're going to release the last 10 years worth of their text messages. But the funny thing is, they're threatening to release text messages, but it also came out that Blake had asked Taylor to delete the text messages of her talking about how positive production was. So naturally, Taylor, her lawyer, and her dad were not happy about this. So her dad goes and talks to Justin's team and tells him about the threats that she had received and about her being asked to delete the text messages. Since then, Taylor has just quietly handed over all of the evidence against Blake and tried to stay out of the public eye about all of this. Now, Blake has decided to drop her whole claim on emotional distress because when she was asked to provide the medical records to prove said emotional distress, she's refusing. I'm always one to say, believe the victim, stand with the victim. But in this case, to me, this just seems like a mess Blake created for herself. I don't know if it's because of her ego or what, but she needs to get a grip. And I know Taylor said she hasn't even re-recorded a fourth of Reputation yet, but I feel like this is the perfect reason to re-record it.